Imagine a young man caught in the middle of a legal storm, dragged between two competing jurisdictions like a pawn in a game of chess. His life, his reputation, everything is on the line. He stood before the court, shackled at both the waist and ankles, and spoke only two words: "Not guilty." The courtroom fell silent. He didn't glance at the rows of young women who came to support him, their faces filled with hope and determination. Why is this happening? Why is he being paraded like some kind of movie villain, as if the city is trying to recreate a Batman scene? Assault rifles, over-the-top security, none of it makes sense for someone who's already been cooperative. Even his attorney called it unnecessary, pointing out how the authorities seemed to be staging a spectacle rather than upholding justice. And then, the mayor's public statements only fueled the controversy. He openly admitted this wasn't just about the law, it was about sending a message, a form of symbolism that turned the man into a scapegoat. But let's ask ourselves, if the goal was to diminish him, wouldn't the better strategy have been to keep him out of sight, away from public scrutiny? Instead, they've placed him on a stage, turning his case into a spectacle. For what purpose? To make him a cautionary tale? To feed a media frenzy? As we reflect on this case, one can't help but wonder about the humanity lost in the process. The young man, walking in chains, surrounded by armed officers, didn't just enter a courtroom, he entered a narrative constructed to break him. And yet, despite it all, he stood firm, his only response a quiet but unwavering "not guilty." Whatever the outcome, the world will be watching, waiting to see if justice can truly be served, or if this trial will only deepen the cracks in a flawed system. And now we wait. The trial, if it's broadcasted live, could become one of the most polarizing spectacles of our time. Imagine the raw tension, the clash of legal arguments, the unraveling of the prosecution's case, or the defense's attempts to reveal a system seemingly built to crush rather than protect. Every word spoken, every piece of evidence presented, will be dissected by millions watching from their screens. But the real question isn't just about guilt or innocence. It's about the system itself. Is this how justice should look? A young man reduced to a symbol, a case manipulated for narratives bigger than him. Supporters fill the courtroom, hoping their presence will remind him that he's not alone. Critics outside demand accountability, painting him guilty before the facts have even been laid bare. This is more than a legal battle. It's a fight for dignity, for fairness, for the idea that even in the harshest spotlight, humanity deserves its place. And while we'll follow every moment, we can't forget the real stakes. The life of one individual versus the weight of a system intent on making an example out of him. Stay tuned, because this is only the beginning. The truth, whatever it may be, is coming. Until then, let's keep the conversation alive. Like and subscribe to stay updated on this unfolding story, and let's stand together for justice, no matter where the road leads.